Hello, this is Gus Shanks here once again with a Warlords of Draenor beta video. I got into the beta about last week, late last week. I haven't done any videos yet. This is my first video, partially because the beta at the time was very buggy and kept on knocking me out. Now I did manage to play around with it a little bit. And I'm going to start things from scratch here, where you come in with absolutely no characters, and we're going to create a character, or copy a character over from the live servers, so that you get to see some of this stuff. This is a little bit different than, there's a few extra little bits here, UI bits here on the starting screen. You can see I don't have anything right now. I'm in the Lost Isles US server, okay? There's also the Gilneas server, which is a PvP one, but we're just going to stay here in the Lost Isles, the Care Bear servers, and we're going to copy a character over. So the copy character button will pull off your various characters. I've got a whole whack load over on the live servers, and we're going to copy Gus Shanks over, and I'm going to use my one on Trollbane from the Trollbane server. Level 90, because we want to see all the new stuff, so that'd be great. So we're going to copy it. Takes a little bit. It doesn't take very long to do it. And then there you go. There he is from the live servers. Okay. I didn't manage to do that much in Mists of Pandaria, and I leveled up a bunch of vaults and stuff like that, but I didn't really get into as much content as I would have liked, but we can still test. We can certainly test this stuff out. So, besides just copying over your characters and stuff, you can also create a character, a template, level 90 template character from the alpha. There's only one option in this template thing, which is fine. Or you can create a new character. And if you create a new character, you can see some of the old and the new models. Okay, so if we select the male Tauren, for example, you can see they are using the new models. So right now, we've got dwarves, we've got both male and female dwarves, both male and female gnomes. The Draenei are in there, both the male and the female versions. Okay. Male and female orcs, male undead are in the game. Male Tauren, female Tauren is not in yet, although she doesn't look too horribly bad. It's a little hard to tell on the sort of startup screen. You can tell a little bit better if you go into, like, if you select your class or whatever. And usually if you got a rogue or maybe a monk, it's a little easier to tell. You can see here in the hand section, that's a good indication. Like if you take a look at this female, and then we switch it over to the male model, look how much of a difference there is. You also see it in the fur and all that sort of stuff. But if you pick someone like a male, they don't have fur, so you're not going to see as much of a difference. The Blood Elves are not in, the Trolls are not in yet, and the Worgen and Goblin, of course, they weren't being done, and the Pandaren, of course, aren't being done either, and they look great, so they don't have to worry about that. So, anyways, let's take a look well, let's just go back, and I'm going to go in as myself, Gus Shanks here, and see what we get. Now, this loading screen is, if you've been in one of the beta clients before, you'll recognize this. This is sort of what they use as a sort of default. This will be changed. This is a very early picture. I've seen this forever. They use this as just a placeholder. So let's see what we do here. Okay. So regardless of whether you make a new character or copy anything over, you get the what's new screen. This is the same regardless, and it shows you a few things that are going on. I imagine they're gonna. The idea is that they will change the screen depending on new things that are coming out. This is going to be pre-patch. I guess the 6.0 we'll get something like that. So that'll be interesting. And here we go. Now, one of the things I've noticed is that when you've got the helm on, you are not. The shadows are a little funky, and hopefully they'll fix that up. So I'm going to take that off right now. Oh, that dwarf's being really annoying. It's not me though. So if I go to the interface and display, we're going to take off the helm, and you can see my face here is a lot, right about there. That's a lot better. Okay, and if you want to see the difference, if you really want to see the difference, and what's great is how quickly this changes. So if we go back to the interface and we go to display, there's a new item here, show new character models. You can take that off and you'll instantly see in behind here, he's going to change to the old character models. There we are. That's what he used to look like. A lot more blocky. Okay, good place to look is the hands, but you can certainly see the faces change quite a bit. I'm going to switch it back over. Look at those hands. Of course, they're going to get covered up in gloves and things. So, you know, it's kind of a funny thing, but I think a lot of people are probably going to take the helm display off a lot of the time because their characters' models look so much better. So, this is exactly where I was hanging out in the live servers. So we need to get back to Azeroth. Well, we're on. Got to get out of Pandaria. Let's put it that way. We got to get back to the Eastern Kingdoms into Stormwind, or somewhere where we can do stuff. And of course, that's where all the good stuff is going. And we're just booting along like nobody's business. Here's the portal to Stormwind, and here we go. So, all the various zones are in the beta, like from before. So the Pandaria and everything else. And let's zip across. I'm going to cut some of this stuff out because this is a little bit dull. Now let's see. Oh, see my motorcycle isn't working anymore. I don't know what happened. It was working earlier today and it stopped working. I put a bug report in for that. Now there's two things that are going on currently in the beta, and of course this is going to change quite a bit. And this is a slightly different version of the game. If you get into the beta maybe a little bit later or whatever, this gigantic dude here, Khadgar, he will send you to the new. Let me get that off of there. He's going to send you to Draenor. There's the Draenor map. The Tanaan jungle. He's going to send you to the sort of the pre-event in the Tanaan jungle where we disable the portal. Okay, so that's one area you can get into Draenor with. The other area is way the heck over here. In where the Cataclysm portals are. This is going to be changed. We're not going to have gigantic Khadgar standing out in the middle of Stormwind. I'm not quite sure who does it in the Horror, because I don't have a level 90 on Horror side. I'm desperately trying to get my Horde character up to level 90, but he's probably not going to be there for a while. Alright, so if you go over here, and it takes usually a little bit for it to get loaded in. There will be a dark portal right here. Sometimes it takes a little bit for it to get going. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to put this on